Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My dear fellow judges from different countries, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and good morning. It is a privilege and honor to address such a distinguished gathering of noteworthy attendees in this beautiful city of Seoul. My heartfelt gratitude goes to the Honorable President and judges of the Constitutional Court of South Korea and to the members of the Court Secretariat and everyone else who have contributed immensely to organize this event and offered such overwhelming hospitality. Distinguished guests, blessed with incredible intelligence, driven by an unparalleled conscience, and most importantly, entrusted with compassion, love, and sensitivity, humankind derives much of its greatest powers from the ability to do justice, to enforce rights, to correct wrongs, and to eliminate disparities. In terms of constitutional safeguards, it has now been a well-settled principle, regardless of countries, boundaries, jurisdictions or legal systems, that everyone has certain fundamental rights to be respected, realized, and governed in accordance with the law. In fact, the noble idea of rule of law ushering humanity into the wonderful realm of civilization is built upon super solid foundation of every individual's right to access to justice. Distinguished participants, based on the preambular pledges of establishing the rule of law, fundamental human rights, equality, and justice, and premised on the vision of building a fair, just, and non-discriminatory social society, the Constitution of Bangladesh serves as supreme instrument of the country through which the idea of access to justice gets successful accomplishment. In fact, the administration of justice in Bangladesh is structured in a manner that ensures the availability and accessibility of justice for every citizen. The subordinate courts function in every district of Bangladesh. Besides, in remote areas, there are a number of chowki courts, meaning specialized courts established in places where communication with the district headquarters is highly difficult. Even during the pandemic, the Supreme Court of Bangladesh took timely steps to establish virtual courts in order to facilitate the ability of justice. Honorable delegates, Sir James Matthew, an Irish judge, once said, "Justice is open to all like the Ritz Hotel." Behind this remark lies an age-old complaint that the cost of litigation prevents the poor from getting justice. In line with the commitment made to the internationally recognized principle of equality of justice, states are obliged to provide an universal legal aid landscape in order to make legal service accessible to all. While the unequivocal provisions relating to liberty, equality before law, equal protection of law, due process of law, right to have counsel and defense in case of arrest and detention, and right to have fair trial in the Constitution of Bangladesh paved the way for a legal aid scheme for all citizens of our country. In addition, the Legal Aid Services Act 2000, a groundbreaking legislation, was enacted in 2000, enabled the government to provide the free legal aid services to poor litigants and thus securing access to justice for the citizen irrespective of their economic status. The Supreme Court of Bangladesh began its journey in 1972 by formally acknowledging its sublime responsibility to build an equitable social order through ensuring rule of law. As the guardian of Constitution, this court is entrusted with the power to interpret the Constitution, to make any order, including judicial review, to do complete justice. Over the last 5 decades, our Supreme Court has proved itself to be a driving force behind ensuring access to justice for all citizens and protecting the rights of marginal people. The constitutional framework for ensuring access to justice has now become one of the most quintessential features in Bangladesh. Our constitution guarantees the fundamental rights of the citizen, also provides mechanism for the enforcement of these constitutional rights. If fundamental rights are violated, the aggrieved person can move to the High Court Division of the Supreme Court of Bangladesh for relief by filing appropriate petition. In this regard, public interest litigation and issuance of suo motu rule have also been developed by the Supreme Court to provide adequate legal remedies to the socially vulnerable, backward and minority groups who would otherwise have limited access to justice. Esteemed presence, to illustrate my point, I would like to share a few epoch from role of Supreme Court of Bangladesh, which have significantly expanded the horizon of access to justice in our constitution evolution. In 2020, in suo motu rule number 14 of 2020, 2 children in Dhaka were unlawfully evicted by their uncle from their ancestral home after the demise of their father. The issue escalated when Fisher on TV catching attention of the High Court Division of the Supreme Court of Bangladesh. The court issued suo motu rule at midnight, ensuring the children's safe return to their home with immediate police protection. This was a prompt step taken by the highest court of the country for the enforcement of fundamental rights and boosting people's faith in the judiciary. Our Supreme Court emerged as the vanguard of the legal integrity, as it remains ever vigilant, tirelessly safeguarding the constitutional rights to the citizen to access of justice. Even earlier, in fact, as far back as 1997, in Dr. Mohidin Farooq versus Bangladesh case, when the locus standi of the petition was challenged on the ground that he was not personally affected by an ongoing flood control project, and the project was challenged for its potential adverse effect on more than 1 million human lives. The Supreme Court of Bangladesh opined that a person might institute proceeding to enforce constitutional rights even without having personally suffered by legal grievance. It came up with a liberal interpretation of term person aggrieved, which means not only a person who is personally aggrieved, but also one whose heart bleeds for his less fortunate fellow beings for a wrong done by the government or local authority, if not fulfilled the constitutional or legal obligations. Distinguished dignitaries, in no circumstances justice should be regarded as a privilege. It is an inviolable right attached to the person, property, and the dignity of every individual. In 2003, in the case of Bangladesh Legal Aid Services Trust versus Bangladesh, the Supreme Court, in a pioneering decision, ensured that persons suspected of crimes are not subject to torture, arbitrary arrest, or summary execution by police. They must be treated under the due process of law. From the perspective bringing changes in society, the famous Bengali poet Rabindranath Tagore remains relevant even today. In his Nobel-winning masterpiece, Gitanjali, he said, those who push down will chain you down, those who leave behind will pull you behind. It is our moral responsibility to ensure that every human being is furnished with equal treatment under the law, and justice is administered by unswavering integrity, objectively to every member of our society. It is our upholding this principle of justice and equality that we can create a truly just, equitable society in which every person is able to live with dignity, respect, and freedom. Distinguished dignitaries, this symposium holds great promise as a forum for international dialogue, bringing together judges, legal scholars, and jurists from across the globe. I have no doubt that the exchange of ideas between our colleagues will bring a new horizon to our thinking and allow us to explore novel solutions to complex legal changes. With these few words, I would like to conclude, but not before thanking you for giving me a patient hearing. All good wishes to you all. Allah Hafiz.